Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 between Lucifer and Lawliet. We see Lawliet spawning as the yellow Night Elf player here on the bottom right hand side of Ancient Isle. Meanwhile, on the top left, we see Lucifer spawning as the gray Undead. Undead versus Night Elf in this 1v1, and we'll see if Lucifer will be able to bounce back from what we saw in game number 1. I'm going to go ahead and slow things down to the single time speed. Demon Hunter easily clearing out this particular creep camp 533, and will almost get to level 2. Ancient of War will eat some trees, regenerate some hit points, as the Demon Hunter then goes to make its particular rounds. Death Knight, running across the map, already sold his Scroll of Town Portal, did not pick up Dust of Appearance, but does have a Rod of Necromancy. A little bit of an interesting choice there, as the archers will be able to shadow meld in just a little bit, and perhaps cause a bit of problems as the Ancient of War almost hits on those skeletal minions. Now, meanwhile, let's go ahead and see what's going to be happening here. Demon Hunter is at level 2, picks up Claws of Attack +6. Death Knight now going after the archers. Archers using those moonwells pretty early on, and this is something that you really do have to be careful about. The more often you use these moonwells in the early stages, the harder it is going to be to try and heal up the rest of your units. Now, Lawliet can easily counteract that by building additional moonwells, but if you do that, then you end up delaying your tech just a little bit as the skeletal minion gets taken down there. So far, Lawliet having an easy time with everything so far, as the archer now trying to run away. Demon Hunter not even bothering to mana burn as of yet, as the Death Knight with Unholy Aura able to run away fairly fast, and it looks like those skeletal minions, oh no, wow, Sheep almost tripping up that Demon Hunter, and only in WarCraft 3 can the game be affected. The outcome of a game can be affected by a single sheep. Anyways, let's see. Skeletal Minion. Oh, purposely padding his way back through. Those Skeletal Minions are just pretty much trying to run and say, don't die, don't fall on the job. If you do, that Demon Hunter will be that much stronger, and, well, is that much stronger once again. Death Knight, no experience on the board. Now making his rounds. Let's take a look over here. Demon Hunter going after the Null Overseer. Are we going to see a bit of purging? Yes, there is purging onto that Demon Hunter, as the Death Knight is going to... Oh, wow, a beautiful surround. Well, I can't even call that a beautiful surround. That is just a surround right there, as the Demon Hunter ends up falling. Archers now running for the hills. The Death Knight, importantly, still does not have Dust of Appearance, as the Death Knight now chasing down those units here. All right, let's see what's going to be continuing to happen. Archers now running back once again. Scroll of Town Portal, if it was used, is going to be very, very expensive. I am surprised that the Demon Hunter resurrection was so delayed. As we can see, the Undead now making his way back off to the north here. All right, finishing off this 533 creep camp should give the Death Knight level 2 if the Naga Sea Witch doesn't take too much of this experience. Actually, it should be fine. Yeah, Gloves of Haste, that most likely will be given to the Naga Sea Witch, as those cold arrows will be sent a-flying. All right, Death Knight now wandering back across over here. Is he going to get some time to just try and creep out a lot more difficult creep camps? It looks so. He's going to clear out this 544 creep camp. Naga Sea Witch. Oh, wow, Death Coil onto the Wisp right there. Not paying attention is Lawliet, as Lawliet gives a little bit more experience once more. Those cold arrows really don't need to be used on these particular units, but either way, it is going to help the Death Knight now clearing out this last Null Overseer, as we should be getting in some Obsidian statues shortly after the Slaughterhouse is done. Still, Panda just sitting at level 1. Well, nope, sitting at level 2 now, as he needed a little bit more experience. He needed, 12 more experience, and the Death Knight gave him 12 more experience. Now, let's take a look at what's going on the top left-hand side of the map here. Ghouls being added, Obsidian statue being added. Down across over here, Lawliet is already taking the Tree of Eternity, getting a single Ancient of Lore, but because he was forced to resurrect that Demon Hunter, did not have enough gold to start his second Ancient of Lore, as early as he wanted to. Ancient of War off over here. Gonna clear out the creep camp. That is the Hunter's Hall, if you guys were wondering. Ancient of War still tanking that damage as it looks to clear out this one no warding creep camp. Death Knight, however, shows up early again. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire across multiple units. There is significant damage over time. Feel the burn as the Death Knight gets a Death Coil off onto that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter may consider trying to mana burn that Death Knight right now. There you go. But is the Panda, oh, cold arrows, is it going to be enough? Oh my goodness, down to 27 hit points as the Death Knight gets body blocked by the Panda. Some serious brotherly love right there. I'm taking a sword in the back for his fellow brethren. All right. I don't know if that's Frostmourne. It is definitely not Frostmourne, even though it looks like it is just some sort of rune weapon. Not quite sure how that works in compared to WoW to WarCraft 3. Anyways, Naga Sea Witch now looking to back off. There is a single wisp off over here. Obsidian Statue should be rejoining. Death Knight running away as the Naga Sea Witch gonna not be able to catch up. Obsidian Statue now taking some damage, and that could potentially be a problem as well, as you really need these Obsidian Statues. Lucifer in a very, well, serious condition right now, sitting at 42 over 50 compared to 34 over 50, but mentally he is currently trapped inside his own base. He should be able to break out of here in just a moment, though. He does have the tech advantage. He does have 3 heroes, level 2 compared to a and level 1 compared to a level 2, and that is it. So he does have an extra hero over his opponent in this Lich, who also has an Orb of Corruption. Death Knight now still wandering around. Dryads are coming in. Archers are coming in as well. Are we going to be ready to go? It does not look like there will be an engagement. And wow, taking this opportunity to clear out the 544 creep camp, even though you know you just saw your opponent. Death Knight picking up a Tome of Intelligence, getting a little bit more mana as well. Not going to get to a higher level, but does pick up some Sentry Wards. Some decent consumable items, as we may see a Sentry Ward placed down somewhere in this vicinity and somewhere also in this vicinity there. All right, Ghouls going straight after a Moonwell. Back across here, Scroll of Town Portal already being used. Is the Death Knight? Yeah, Death Knight rightfully backs off here as the Dryads are going to be arriving to the party, ready to go. A lot of poison on all of those units, and that is extremely important, as now Lucifer has a fairly good idea of where his opponent was, as that one particular creep camp has been almost, or at least started to be cleared out. Demon Hunter with, well, healing wards. Healing wards, very useful items if they are, unopposed, but they are often attacked very quickly, as you now see the Demon Hunter trying to get away. Frost Armor, Frost Nova, followed by Cold Arrows, Rejuvenation, all coming across here. Demon Hunter runs back in only to get negative armor again, so he is taking, 5% additional damage, or 5%, or only 5% damage reduction, excuse me, as we now see the attacks coming again once more. Demon Hunter not going to be able to continue this attack for very much longer. Mana burn there. You got to remember the Demon Hunter is still only sitting at level 2, as we may see a Devour Magic come across there. There's a Death Coil and the Demon Hunter. Wow, Staff of Preservation just in time as the Devour Magic was about to lay waste to that rejuvenation. Demon Hunter looking stronger and stronger already. May make its way back across over here in just a moment, as I believe the Forest Troll Berserker, or the Forest Troll Warlord, was already taken out. All right, Healthstone dropped there. I believe that was the Forest Troll Warlord, as the Demon Hunter comes in just to mana burn again. Ghouls, Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze, a lot of problems. Devour Magic giving the Destroyer a little bit more damage again. Still going after some more units. As you can see, the Demon Hunter down to 9 hit points, gets saved again for the second time. But this bear is not going to be as lucky, as the Naga Sea Witch gets to level 3. Tome of Agility should be given to, should have been given to the Naga Sea, or no, they're all intelligence heroes. All right, Naga Sea Witch is an intelligence hero, so that Tome of Agility just could not go to the Demon Hunter. Dryads, Archers now making their way off to the north. Death Knight making their way over here to the 9 o'clock location, going to clear out this Null Overseer creep camp, and with a fair number of Crypt Fiends, has a very good shot at shutting down all of these Dryads. We'll see if he's going to be able to even up the series so far as the Panda now makes his way back off to the north. Over here, Red Drake getting in some easy shots. Demon Hunter going after the Red Drake here. Damage from those Null Wardens. Looking to do a lot of damage to those Dryads. Dryad may get taken down. Nope. Finishes off the unit just in time as a Belt of Giant Strength onto what is now a level 3 Panda. Opposite end of the map. The other Red Drake creep camp, the mercenary camp, is getting cleared out. You're going to see the Red Drake drop a relatively useful item. We'll see what that is going to be in just a moment. Death Knight picks up an additional Tome of Agility as we see True Shot aura given to the Death Knight. All right, that could be given to the Naga Sea Witch or the Lich. Both very, very strong hero choices. Death Knight still holding on to that item for just a little while longer as we see True Shot aura on that Naga Sea Witch in addition to those Crypt Fiends. All right, clearing out another 5-3-3 creep camp. Who has cleared out more camps? That may be what it really comes down to. Death Knight gonna stay at level 3. Naga Sea Witch gonna stay at level 3. Lich, 5 experience from level 3. That's always a little bit of a disappointment as we now see Dryads, Bears, and double heroes about to make a quick stay in the Undead home. All right, Shade, however, was right there keeping track of everything. Do we have any air units? Crypt not training up any gargoyles. If they did train up gargoyles and the gargoyles actually took out the Goblin Zeppelin while over trees, that may be GG, as we have seen that happen, well, at least once or twice. Units all hiding back off to the north here. Let's take a look. Wisp is right there as well. Goblin Zeppelin still hiding overhead. Shade looking in every which corner of the map to make sure that there is no expansion attempt. There's a Wisp off over here, and it looks like he may be building an Ancient of Wind. All right. Destroyer number 1 has taken to the skies. Down across over here, Archers trying to finish off this 3-3-1 creep camp. Looks like it could get taken down here at any second now. There goes the Null Brute, and the Kobold Geomancer is not far behind. Wisp getting a little bit of cold feet from those Black Citadel's cold attack. Meanwhile, off to the north here, Destroyer going after the Goblin Zeppelin. That is a very, very expensive Goblin Zeppelin at this point, as the Panda quickly drops down to try and offer some protection. All right. Quick web onto the Goblin Zeppelin, and that is going to be a very, very bad day. All right, what are we going to be seeing here? There it goes. All the units, they are not dizzy since they were in fact, is it going to get, the units were not dizzy because they were not, I guess, in the air anymore. So when a webbed Goblin Zeppelin is destroyed, the units are not dizzy. They stay absolutely fine. Death Knight now making rounds. Gonna perhaps put some pressure on the bottom right-hand side of the map. Bears are right here ready to go. You can see Ancient of Wind is in position, but the Death Knight has some plans for it, and it is some Ancient of Wind rubble. Demon Hunter now looking to come across. There's a mana burn. Here comes the engagement. Frostworm does have a little bit of slow attack, fork or lightning coming across there. There is that one Frostworm, as those Frostworms are now looking to back off. All right, turns around for a second. Death Knight now sitting at level 4. Staff of Preservation saving another bear now, as both sides are still dealing a lot of damage here, and Lawliet trying to clear off all of these Crypt Fiends and this Naga Sea Witch here. This is not looking good. Lawliet may be forced to retreat here. The Death Knight able to do a fair bit of damage against this Panda, and that may be it. Anti-magic potion. There goes the Panda. Death Knight is in serious trouble. Up to 266 hit points. He's going to try to get away. There goes Frostworm. There goes... Well, there goes the other unit as Lucifer is able to even up the series at 1 game apiece. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.